EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us roughly midway between Boston and Providence. Everybody knows it as Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the New England Patriots. Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
At the 38-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Jackson to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, Jackson. Oh, looking for Andrews down. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They give him a gain of 37.
First down, Baltimore.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Now Mostert. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. This time Jackson will throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
We spend so much time talking about the physical side of the game. How about the mental side? They just gave up a field goal, but they didn't get down at all. Big-time return. They're set up to try and at least tie the game up.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Sony Michel, his first carry. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And this one's incomplete. The intended receiver, Sony Michel, but now it's 3rd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Mike 5-9. Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. Move.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that's complete to the tight end, Devin Asiasi. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Back to throw now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will tie us at 3-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll look to Mostert to start things out. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
He's brought
a quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Mostert. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They'll They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Fielded just inside the 30. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Patriots take over. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And that is incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, and it's 3rd down. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake.
It's caught inside the 25.
Jackson.
And all the way down to the 22-yard line.
A gain of 58.
A one-handed catch, that's one thing, but with a defender right there, that was a heck of a play.
It used to be that one-handed catch was instinctive in a game. Now it's a practiced move. They work on it before, after, during practice sessions. It becomes part of their repertoire, and it pays off.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Baltimore. That's the end of the 1st quarter, with the score tied 3-3.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Here's Mostert. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens have taken the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic, and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the 2nd half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16.
Check 59, Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. He's at the 30. 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Marquise Goodwin, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Patriots are within an extra point of time. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Mostert. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
At the 23-yard line.
Now on 2nd and 16. Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. From the gun, it's Jackson. He gets it to Brown, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile. He stopped that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The Patriots going with a dime package here. 2 extra defensive backs on third. Jackson from the shotgun. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
First down, Baltimore.
Back to the running game with Mostert. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
On second down, Mostert. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown.
Complete to Marquise Brown.
Hollywood, Marquise Brown. 46 yards. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. It's a run with Mostert. They'll try and run it up the middle. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
18. Patriots 11.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
He'll find his tight end here, Asiasi. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
And they'll try to run the option here.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. And let's check on the call. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
They'll drop to throw. this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
A throw for Thielen once again. This time it's complete.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Adam Thielen.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
48 to Mike.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Justin Madubuike
In there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to fourth down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week on our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Sony Michel, 58 yards. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They'd done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
They'll run for it with Michel. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Ravens 18. Patriots 17.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And 10 at the 25-yard line.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On third down, Jackson. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
And a Raven first down.
On first and 10, it's Jackson. Dancing to his left. And this is going to be incomplete.
Jackson.
Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Second down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. This is Mostert. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on third down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 43-yard line.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. From the gun, Jackson. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. The 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground is Michel. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 2nd down, Michel. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, Guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
The greatest show on earth, baby.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Marquise Goodwin with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Patriots move back within a couple of the lead. And once again, the Pats decide to go for 2. They'll look to throw, and they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Ravens 25, Patriots 23.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts of the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line.
The ball carrier.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
So now it's 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over.
4-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They begin with Michel on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter.
Patriots 23.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. That's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Michel. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Michel. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Patrick Queen.
Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
It's now 3rd and 8.
New England on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 8.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Kill, 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 kill.
They'll set up a throw.
Open man is Asiasi, the tight end.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
It's 4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They're running it. It's Michel. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Sony Michel, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Patriots have retaken the lead. He's given him a little jolt. Just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline. It saves them a possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense. Yeah. I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
2 brings up 2nd and 8.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Jackson. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47 and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Take over 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Michel. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Deep ball for Goodwin. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A Mostert a first down carry. This will wind up only getting him a couple. And it'll bring up second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They go play action now. Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes his quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
3 plays and out. It's 4th down.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
On 1st down, Michelle, a short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now an option play, and he'll keep it.
And it's Michelle once again. And he's going to be down close to a 1st down at the Ravens' 20-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. From the gun, they run with Michelle. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
And 12.
On 3rd down, Michelle. And a short gain here, down to the 22. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. Gay's kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. Well, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do and kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Well, they needed the touchdown and the two-point conversion, but they're not going to get a shot at either. This is a great play here defensively, Brandon, and at a time that they sorely needed one. And that could be enough to help get them out of here with a victory.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Michel. And a short gain there, so get it up only to about the 24. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
A gain of a yard makes it 3rd and 11.
On 3rd down, Michel. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
The Patriots send out their punt.